Hello, everyone. My name is Francina Lee, and today I will be presenting on the control value theory of achievement emotions. This presentation focuses on how students' emotions influence their learning, motivation, and academic success. Throughout this presentation, I will explain what achievement emotions are, why they matter, and how instructional design can support positive learning experiences. What are achievement emotions? Achievement emotions are the feelings students experience during learning or in response to their performance. These emotions are not separate from learning, however, they are the center of it. For example, when students feel confident or interest, they engage more deeply. On the other hand, emotions like anxiety or frustration can interfere with that learning. According to Peak Run, achievement emotions are directly tied to learning activities and outcomes. Understanding these emotions help us better understand students' success. Why achievement emotions matter? Achievement emotions matter because they directly influence how students learn. First, emotions drive learning by shaping attention, memory, and motivation. Students who feel positive emotions are more likely to approach challenging tasks. They are also more likely to persist when learning becomes too difficult for them. In addition, emotions help students regulate their learning by adjusting strategies based on how they feel. Finally, emotions shape how students interpret success and failure. As research shows, emotions play a major role in understanding motivation and academic outcome. What is control value? Control value theory explains where emotion comes from. Developed by Peak Run, the theory states that emotions are based on two key factors: control and value. Students are constantly asking themselves these questions: can I do this? Does this matter to me? Their answers for these questions shape how they feel during the learning process. This framework helps us understand how emotions influence academic behavior. And teachers, we see this every day in the classroom. So here we're looking at core components of CVT. Two main components are control appraisals and value appraisals. Control refers to students' beliefs and their ability to succeed. Value refers to how important or meaningful the tasks are. This value can be intrinsic, such as enjoyment of what they're doing, or it can be extrinsic, such as receiving good grades. These two factors work together to shape emotional responses. When both control value are strong, students are more likely to experience positive emotions. Types of achievement emotions. Achievement emotions can be divided into activity emotions and outcome emotions. Activity emotions occur during learning, such as enjoyment or boredom. Outcome emotions occurs after an anticipation of results, such as pride, anxiety, or relief. Each type influence learning differently. Positive emotions support engagement and persistence, while negative emotions may either hinder or sometimes their motivation to learn. Understanding Understanding, control, and value appraisals. Control is about learning. Can I do this? This includes self efficacy, action control beliefs, and how students interpret past experiences. Value is about believing this matters to me. Students are more motivated when learning feels meaningful or relevant. When both control and value are high, students are more likely to stay engaged and experience positive emotions. CVT across learning contexts. One strength of this theory is that it applies across many learning environments. It works across all grade levels, K through 12th, and also higher education. It also works for diverse cultural contexts. It is especially important in ESL settings where students may face unique emotional challenges such as learning new languages. Also applies to classroom, online, and hybrid learning environments. Research shows that achievement emotions are key to successful learning process. Instructional design and achievement practices. Instructional design plays a major role in shaping students' emotions. To support control, we can either use scaffolding, we can give clear instructions, and also model for the students' expectations. To support value, we can include real world connections and how they relate to what we're learning, cultural relevance materials, how does this relate personally to you, and student choice. Assessment is also important. Clear expectations help reduce anxiety, while timely feedback also gives students a feeling of being in control. When tasks are meaningful to them, students are more engaged and they're more motivated to finish the assignment or to participate in the assignment. Learning environment strategies. Creating a supportive learning environment is essential. Scaffolding, as I mentioned before, and language supports help students feel capable. Encouragement builds confidence in students. Culturally relevant material increase their value. More importantly, a safe and supportive classroom allows students to take risks and to stay engaged. The key takeaways are control value theory shows that emotions are shaped by control and value. These emotions influence how students learn. Positive emotions support deeper thinking and persistence. As educators, we must design learning experiences that support both control and value. This helps create a positive emotional environment that leads to academic success. Also, here are my references that I use for this presentation. They include research studies on control value and achievement emotions. Thank you for watching my presentation.